Hi everyone, it's only Steve from 42. Going to make some bits and bobs today and sort some stuff out. House full of kids, dogs, and they're stressing me out already. So I'm going to have a pan. This is that Suffolk ale that I made a few weeks ago. Put into the keg. It's still a bit cloudy, but I think it's supposed to make that. But I've started obviously having to drink it, like I said yesterday on the other one, because the keg's leaking. It's not bad anyway. Anyway, I've got some orange juice, got some apple juice. I'm going to mix some table cider. Looking at the sugar content, 10 grams of sugar per 100 gram. So there's going to be 100 grams of sugar in each one. So it's nearly like 450 grams of sugar per cider. So I don't think I'm going to add any sugar into the cider. I'm just going to add the cider into the juice. So I'm just going to add the juice and some yeast and see how it goes. If it's not strong enough, next batch I'll probably add some more. Also, what I'm going to try and do today is put this into a demijohn. And that's the rhubarb and bramble. 2 pound of rhubarb and 1 pound of bramble. So I'm hoping to get that put into a demijohn today, and we'll test and see what that's like. I'll probably end up giving it all up in a minute because it's doing me head in, but I'll persevere for a little bit longer. So I'll come back to you once I've sorted everything out. Hey folks, forgot to say happy Homebrew Wednesday. Right, going to make this cider. I won't show you all of it because probably a lot of you know how to do it. So there's my demijohns. Both sterilised, put a cling film on the top, just stop anything getting in while I sort this out. Got 2 cans of apple, 2 cans of orange, and I've got a can of each left just to top it up. I'm going to use some cider yeast. A bit on people's forums, some people just put 1 teaspoon in. Somebody puts the full lot in. Like I said, the full lot does like 5 gallons, and I think it might be a bit too much. So I think I'll put like 1.5, 2 tablespoons, 3 teaspoons in each demijohn, and we'll see how it goes. So I won't film it all because as you've seen a lot of it yourself, and I'll come back to you once I've done it all. I'll give you a rough percentage on what it's going to be like. So fingers crossed this one will turn out alright. Hi everyone, it's only me again. I've just put the table cider into the demijohns, and I don't know if I made a mistake by buying the wrong juice, but it looks quite thick. It's the orange juice that's quite thick. If you look, yeah, it looks alright, so it may thin out a bit later on. The other problem that I had was obviously cleaning them out with Star San. The rubber bungs don't tend to stick to the demijohn, they just keep popping out. So I'm having to put tape on, crisscross the tape across to hold it on. I think these are going to have a blowout as well, I think, by the looks of it. I can hear them sissing away now. But we'll give it a go. That's all we can do. They said they got about 450 grams of sugar. Did a reading and it did a hydrometer reading, it was 1046. If I drop it down to 1010, that gives me a percentage of roughly about 4.5%. If it went down to 1000, it's 6.1%. That's just the sugar that's already in the juices. So we'll see how it goes. So if they explode, clean it up. Got another apple juice to top them up with once it's finished fermenting, and we'll see how it goes, and I'll keep you informed. But whoa, anyway, you've got to give things a go, haven't you? So catch you later. Press the right button again. Sorry for being a bit of a mix and match, but I finally got the rhubarb and bramble wine back into a demijohn. So that was 2 pound of brambles and 1 pound of rhubarb. And I've put in some teaspoon of yeast nutrients, and pectolase, I think it was. So if I made a mistake with it, I'll let you know. Well, that's what it looks like. It's a nice red colour. So that's 2 table ciders and a bramble and rhubarb and done. So terribly sorry for being a mix and match video, like I said, but one day I'll do a video and I'll go all the way through. So no doubt you'll catch me again. I'll see you soon. Hi again, it's only me. Like I said, that was another mix and match video. Right, today is the day I bottled me for Samson Yuki Brown. At the moment, I'm going to be sterilising a little mini keg over there, and my bottles. This is when you think you had, well, this is when you hope you had loads of kegs. Put them in so you didn't have to sterilise every inch of the bottle. I'm going to have to invest in something bigger, I think. So I've got 2 king kegs, but we'll do this and I'll see how it goes from here. Hey guys, it's only me again. Right, just a quick run through what I've done this week and what I've done today. I've been on holiday this week, so I should have done quite a bit around the house, and I've done a little bit. But I spent more time watching YouTube videos, people brewing videos on wine, on the beers and the wine. I'm thinking, I wish I could do that, wish I could do this. But I just do what I've done with equipment and what I've got. So today I've just bottled up me Samson Yuki Brown. So I've got about 20 bottles there, 22 bottles and 2 little litre kegs. And I probably get about 8 pints out of them easy kegs. And that's 10 at about 4.5%. The wines that I've done this week, done more wines this week than I've done for quite a while, was the rhubarb, 2 pound of rhubarb, and a pound of brambles. And there. And that's come out about 11.7%, I think. I've got a rhubarb and gooseberry. Oh, so that one I've stopped fermenting, so I'll be racking that in a few days. The rhubarb and gooseberry. So I only started that this week. And that's about 4.5%, that one. So it's coming on. You see it bubbling away in there nicely. And the other things I've done this week, I've been watching them for weeks and weeks and weeks, people doing these table ciders, and I've never tried them myself. And I've done some, I don't know if I've done it right, but we'll see how it goes. It just smells nice. So I've done orange and apple table cider. Don't know if you can see in there. So you see them bubbling away nicely on there. So the other one's just the same. You see it all bubbling away. That there. And this is another wine I've done. The 2 pound of brambles, and a pound of rhubarb, and that's bubbling away nicely. Yeah, because someone's saying to sleep in here, but someone's saying to sleep in here while there's bubbling and going around. The wines, actually, I don't even know if I've got enough bottles to do it all. So I've got enough bottles to put the cider in. Here's some little plastic bottles, but the wine bottles, I'll start drinking some more wine. It's only me that drinks the wine. So these are some of the bottles I've got up here. The missus is moving them from downstairs. She said that they're in the way. I've got pineapple wine, bramble wine, elderberry wine, elderberry and blackberry wine, rhubarb wine, beetroot wine, and Rabina. So I make all this home brew, make all this wine, and it's just me that drinks it, or people end up giving it away. So anyway, so I'm hoping next time when I do some videos, there isn't as many stop and start over a few days. But if it does, I just apologise now. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to watching all yours homebrew videos. Cheers, and have a nice drink.